With so many different buildings that I needed to clean out, it was hard to know which one I should go through first.
Bus over there, a bunch of other trailers, storage unit, semi-trailer.
Ultimately, I decided to start with the building I called the tool shop. This was obviously a homemade building he built himself to store his junk. It wasn't that big, maybe 12 feet by 12 feet, but just the right size to start off this adventure. The hard part about getting into the tool shop, of course, was getting through all those locks. On this building, he had 3 padlocks, one on the bottom, one on the top, and of course, one inside that metal box, which was going to make it difficult to get the door open. The first thing I did was try some of Harold's keys to see if any of them worked.
There's a bag of keys here. I'll take the key ring that he used most often. Oh, there you go.
Unfortunately, the other 2 locks were combination locks. So out came the grinder. Harold's grinder, by the way, the first of many times I use it.
All right.
Once that was done, I opened the first of many doors to see the horror inside.
All right. There's so much stuff in there. Look at this. There's a vacuum cleaner.
Okay, for some reason, compulsive buyers get really turned on by certain things, and so they buy a lot of them. For Harold, it wasn't Ferraris or jewelry, sadly, it was vacuum cleaners. So we're going to start keeping track of them right now, starting with this one.
No, there's 2 vacuum cleaners. Oh, that's a vacuum pump right there. So a vacuum cleaner right there. Got a table saw over there. Got a lawnmower here, and he didn't have a lawn. Oh, here's another vacuum cleaner. Another vacuum cleaner right there. There's a turkey deep fryer. There's a Coleman camp shower. That come along up there. He had this thing. He had lights in here too. Oh, there's one. There's a compound bow. It's a nice compound bow. Did he ever go bow hunting, Mom? Nope. Never, huh?
It was filled with junk, all kinds of junk, up past my knees. It was a lot more than I expected. Everything was a mess. There's no order,
Tools,
complete chaos,
tools.
and the range of things in there.
What's this right here? Oh, here's some coffee. And oh, here's two motorcycle batteries. There's boots. Is that a pretty compound bow right there? That must be the vacuum cleaner.
As I started to pick through the trash, I noticed a surplus ammo can right away. This thing looked like it was made for missiles or something. It's watertight. It could be used to store or hold something valuable, so I was pretty excited to open it up.
I don't know what that is. It's an ammo can. Ow, that hurt. I hit the stupid muffler. That's an ammo can. Oh.
It was filled with canned food. What was going on here? Why would he have canned food? There were chili beans and green beans, probably about 30 sealed cans. Well, there went my idea of something valuable.
Yeah, in the ammo box. God.
And that up there is a sleeping bag.
Here's a really nice boot. A pair of boots. Wow, these are Justin boots too.
What size are they?
Probably his, whatever size he wore. They're big, big boots.
11 and a half to 13. He wore 13.
Big boots there. There's another one because you said you were going through his shoes. Wow, look at these. These are like brand new. Must be why I bought them.
Oh, these are 13Ds. These are wow boots.
Those Justin boots sell new for over $200. We ended up selling them on eBay for $75.
Well, there's some more boots over there. Oh, look, here's a gas mask.
Hey. 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, become
Flashlights.
handy, right?
Yeah, lots of flashlights. Branch leper. What is this? It's a saxophone.
Wow. You
Here-
play
here.
the saxophone.
Did you play anything? Is everything here for
Liked it.
everything here for a saxophone? You know, Jerem plays the sax, or wants to play the saxophone.
Cool.
This saxophone turned out to be the first real valuable find in the tool shop. You can see that it was in great condition, with mother-of-pearl keys and an engraving on it. There was a single small dent, and the finish was a bit worn, but you could clearly see the detail of the manufacturer, Buffet Crampon. As it turned out, Buffet Crampon was a musical instrument company in Paris that opened in 1825. They'd been making saxophones since 1866. There was also a serial number engraved on the sax. After some research, I was able to find the details of exactly when this thing was made.
So this is one of those weird things. Again, Harold didn't know anything about musical instruments. He didn't play musical instruments. So he found this saxophone at a pawn shop or at a thrift store or something like that. Picked it up. Had no idea what he was getting. Turns out the thing's worth about $3,000 when it's fully refurbished and so forth. It was made in 1957, as it turns out. It's a particular type of Buffet Crampon saxophone, if that's how you pronounce the name. But it was just one of those things. What was he doing with the saxophone? Why would he buy it?
Well, whether he knew it or not, he picked up a good one here.
Cool.
Let's see. Hand this to you?
But I continued, finding more and more stuff
Yeah?
he clearly didn't need.
There's a guitar, too. Do you play guitar? Let's see. So I found one that was crushed already. Wow, this is a nice guitar. Really pretty. Works. Yeah. Got all the strings. Still put together. You want that one too? There you go.
Then on the shelf just above was an orange trunk, like a footlocker. Again, I got my hopes up. It was heavy and I could tell it was full of something. This would be the perfect place for something worth some money. So again, I was really excited when I opened that up, only to find...
What's that?
That looks like one of the circuits.
This has something. Oh, here's more canned food.
more canned food. He had about the same as the other one, the same kind too. Not only was I disappointed at finding something I couldn't even sell, but I was wondering what the hell he was doing with this stuff. But then again, I have to keep reminding myself, he didn't have to make sense.
What is in here?
More organized than they were. At least they're in
Oh,
vaults.
here's another pistol.
He had this 40 Smith & Wesson still on the top shelf, shoved into a fanny pack, not even a holster. This thing was loaded and ready for action. These pistols do have a pretty high value. These sell used for about $200 to $300. It's just a shame it fell off the boat and into the lake. And of course there were tools, lots and lots of tools.
Full snap ring pliers set, a knockout punch set.
Somebody took all that stuff.
There's a circular saw. There's a table saw. There's a welder.
A lot of them were in this blue toolbox, which I somehow found the key for.
All right, Harold, what do you got? Wow. It's a welding helmet. What is this? Is that a welder?
There were wrenches and screwdrivers, ratchets and sockets. There were tools I didn't even recognize. I had no clue what they were for, like this thing. There were so many that I started throwing them in plastic bins so I could start keeping track. There was also another toolbox over in the corner, also filled with tools. Eventually I'll count them all up, but needless to say, the only people who need this many tools are owners of tool stores. But that's how the building got its name, the tool shop. And even though I'd already found a ton of stuff in the first day, I wasn't even remotely finished with this place. Cleaning out the tool shop was definitely going to take a while. But little by little, over the next 4 weeks, we got the place cleaned out. Along the way, we found some other really nice finds, like this pair of Bushnell marine binoculars that we sold for $95. We also found this brand new generator. These sell for about $500. And tucked in behind the red toolbox, I found this tiny pistol. It's a Beretta Bobcat 22 short. It was also fully loaded. These sell used for about $150. Aside from these things were all the tools.
So the stuff we got out is all the hammers, wrenches, sockets, there's pliers, ratchets, vices.
Everything from power tools to hand tools, welders to paint guns. The value of all those tools is sort of hard to measure, but we're figuring conservatively about $2,000 to $3,000. So all in all, the tool shop helped to get my mom some of her money back, but we still had a long way to go to recover everything that Harold spent. And so, as we closed up the tool shop, we looked to the next place to clean out, the motorcycle shed. Join us next week as I break into this little place. Plus, I bust open the silver and yellow metal boxes to see what he left in there. See you next time on Harold's Estate. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share so you never miss one of the treasure hunts.